Again, thought the guys really didn't play well early, but man, they battled, hung in there, had a lot of chances. Just made a poor call and executed a play poorly at the end, and we left three scoring opportunities where we get in there twice and kick field goals and turnover, and kind of the difference in the game. So defense gave us some big plays, tried to be a little bit more aggressive. They hit us on some stuff, they missed some stuff, but I did think there was a stretch, I don't know, 14, 16, 18, 20 minutes where we played together pretty good and had a lot of momentum and thought we had it. So just disappointed for our players because as coaches, we got to help them out the end there and make that play and get us in the end zone.
I guess just what did go into that play call, basically? I mean, did you consider the possibility that it might end up being a lateral and that might be
there's a chance. It's a swing deal and it's a man-beater play, and it just didn't get executed right. And, of course, again, we still got to get on the ball, too. We always talk about that because when it's close, it's just a fundamental. You always give the ball to the referee. It's never a fumble. If it's a swing pass and it's close, don't even just assume it could be a lateral just in case. So just poor execution and really not an ideal call at that time. So it cost us the game.
Kevin, go back to the 2-point conversion. You're up 4. What you're thinking there to go for 2?
Well, we talked about it. The comment was like, hey, if you kick it and make it 5, you can win with a field goal. Of course, same deal too. We're going to tie with the field goal. So you hadn't lost the game. And the deal was, we've blocked a few kicks. Thought we were close. If they scored a 6-point, if you can get it to 6, and they score a touchdown, you still hadn't lost. You got to make them kick. We've gotten our hands on a few the last few weeks, so you can skin. That's one of those where it says either or. We thought we could. We almost got in, didn't. On a scramble deal, but if we kick it, then at the end we're maybe just running it and taking the field goal. Of course, we could have run it and played overtime. We're being a little bit aggressive. So, hindsight didn't work, and that's 1 point. So,
obviously hindsight on this as well, but Nate obviously came and played pretty well in the second half. Why didn't you go to him earlier?
Well, again, I think sometimes with their man, we thought we needed to run the ball today a little bit because they would play some man a little bit, and I think that's why we did have a couple backs that ran okay, and we thought some of that would be Trey. Trey did come in, was in on the touchdown, which was a kind of a read option kind of play, which kind of fits him. But he was just a little bit off in the first half. The whole offense was. The defense was a little bit there at the end. So, they scored the first drive on the flea flicker, and we gave up 2 passes. Then we settled down, played pretty good. Then their team got hot at the end of the second quarter offensively. We got a little cold at that point in time, and we talked about it. We almost went with Trey to start the second half, and we said, let's just give Nate a shot. Again, Trey was back in for a big play. They're both, kind of as is, and we're not trying to play it by half or series. We need to do a better job and incorporate them better. So Trey didn't play poorly, just a little bit off. And the way the running game was going, thought Nate played well, except for the lateral throw at the end of the game.
What kind of a difference did you see in the way the offense was going, maybe in that second quarter compared to that run in the fourth quarter?
We just had a hard time just getting rhythm of plays and what to do and getting started. So I just kind of felt we were just a little hodgepodge and a little out of whack. And and again, it's almost like, okay, we're down. We just got a little bit more aggressive. And when I say aggressive too, there were some run calls in there with what's going on, but I think we're just a little bit more assertive. I think we're a little bit reactive in the first half with what we want to do as coaches and getting our guys going.
What did you tell the guys after the loss?
I thought they played very, very proud of how hard they played. And they deserve to win. And as coaches, we got to put them in better situations. And it's my fault because, again, I've told them for a couple weeks I have a lot of seniors I have a lot of respect for that have really bought in, given us a great go. And I want those guys to get some victories. And I say that wholeheartedly to them. I think sometimes it's, quote, coach speak to them. But those guys deserve as a coach for us to do a little bit better job in play calling, a little bit better job defensive calling, and kind of keep putting them again. To me, we're in year 3, so we're all part of the problem. As players and coaches, we're all collectively together, and we're going to miss tackles and miss throws and miss blocks, and we're going to make good calls and bad calls. We're humans, but we got to do better because again, I think our kids are giving us a great go, and again, because of the way they battled and the way they bought in. When it didn't look good and the whole half the crowd left us our guys played pretty and shoot about as loud as it's been right there for stretch 2 in the fourth quarter. I mean, the crowd got rocking, had a couple great third down stops. Greg Heben's play was a huge play on the fake, a phenomenal play by him. And like I say, that game didn't go well, and it was ours for the taking. I think it shows there's some fight in these guys. They're buying into what we're doing, and we got to keep plugging it, knock the door down, and get over the hump. Because that was a game that we could have gave up the ghost. And those guys battled. And in crunch time, we don't make an ideal call and execute it right and cost our guys a chance to get a W. Or, you kick one instead of go for 2, and you run the ball centered up and kick a field goal, get a W. And our guys deserve it for us as coaches, kind of do it, make sure we keep grinding out and helping those guys as coaches as well.